Attention content creators. Are you tired of struggling to get your work noticed, or are you ready to expand? Look no further than Purpose Inspired TV. We offer a unique opportunity to reach a wider audience by being available on Roku, Fire Stick, Android TV, and more. But it's not just about exposure. Purpose Inspired TV is dedicated to uplifting, inspiring, entertaining, and educating viewers with positive content. Whether you're a motivational speaker, a musician, an actor, or a comedian, we want to help you share your message with the world. So why limit yourself to social media platforms when you can now be on TV? With Purpose Inspired TV, you can take your creativity to the next level and make an even bigger impact on your audience. Join Purpose Inspired TV and start sharing your content on TV today.
She Got the Nerve, by Felisa Darius Skipper. This book is fictional, but factual. Based on my personal life experiences, She Got the Nerve delves into Lila's astonishing journey with wisdom, compassion, and boldness, providing inspiring insights into her mindset and the spirituality that propelled her to become who she is today. Surrounded by drug use and constantly hurt and neglected by her parents, Layla is left alone to suffer a world of sexual abuse, religious ruse, and relationship violence. Through the worst of times, Layla learns to rise above the dangerous lifestyle of the streets she grew up on by allowing the love and guidance of Christ into her life. Looking for a book that takes you on a thrilling emotional roller coaster ride? Well, look no further. She Got the Nerve is the book that will captivate you from start to finish. Get your copy today.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How are y'all doing? This is the summer is over, right? At the beginning of the fall. How y'all doing? Y'all enjoying the little bit of time that we are going without the rain? Go Jags! I guess it's for next week. They didn't pull it off this week. 2 weeks in a row. Still behind us. Still good. If your team lost today, lift your head up. It's going to be a good day. All right. I pray everybody's having a good evening. We are back talking about some more relationship stuff. Today, bringing in my co-host, my wife, what the guys say there, better half. What's happening? Bought it. My first time in like 2 years, I'm going live about it.
Yeah.
But the background stuff, like I knew that. All right, everybody, how's everybody doing? I'm going to put this up here just a second. 1 second. Yeah, I'm still doing the controls from here. All right, so we're going to get into it. We've been going live. What's some of the feedback people have been giving me about us going live, talking about different marriages and non-marriage relationship?
Well, that they're enjoying it. Let's keep it up.
Okay. So they need to tune in and talk to us while we're live. So yeah, call a neighbor, call a friend, tell them to tune on in. We're talking about all sorts of subjects. So we're not only talking about marriages, we're talking about post-marriage, pre-marriage, didn't get married, all the above, anything to do with relationships. We're discussing even the job. We are talking about everything. All right, so we're going to get into it. Our first, what? What's that? I'm not going to bring that up. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can. I didn't. So y'all got to bear with me for a little bit then. I guess people still coming in. That gives me some time to bring this clip up. Just a second. Why don't you talk to the people about something while I bring this up?
Because the next clip he's about to show is something that I've been speaking to him about, that I've been noticing that is not a good look to me. It's not a good look. I mean, it's different strokes for different folks. But women, we want men to respect us. We need to respect ourselves. That's it. That's all.
And the other point, does you feel like the older or respectful women should be able to
relay that message to the younger people? Yes.
Okay, I think I got it. Let me see here. Just a second, please. Sorry, I really apologize. There she go. I'm not going to play the whole thing, I don't think.
I think you should play the whole thing so they can hear the whole message.
Okay, share screen. Share screen. And
just put the whole thing.
I don't know if I got to turn this volume up. I got the volume sent over. Like I said, I apologize. No, I don't apologize. Just want to say thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience. And here we go. And go over there and hit play. Hit play. Come on. I don't want to play. I guess I'm going to have to download the whole thing the way I do these other ones. Let's see. Stop sharing. Let me see. Share screen. Share screen. Share.
Like you should be going.
As soon as I hit share,
it stops
playing. Okay, it takes a little bit to download that, but let's. Yeah, we got to come back to that.
Might not be able to show it this
time. Stop sharing. That is crazy. She's still playing over there. Okay. Yeah, we're going to do that another time. So I got this one. Let me see. Let's say, I'm going to play my long video first. So, it's so many, all different types of families, but there's a lot of single parents. We know I don't know if it's the same equal amount of marriage or to single parent, I'm trying to say, the traditional marriage families and the single parents families. I have never looked that up, see what the amount. I'm starting to think it's leaning more single parents than there are married couples.
Mm-hmm.
But so this video is really targeting men, but I would like to see what the women feedback is. It's basically telling. I'm not gonna tell you what it's saying. I'm just gonna hit play. Here we go. We're just gonna come back after this video.
So I'm curious, is dating a woman with kids like a red flag?
Yes. Yes, it is. And it's not just one red flag. It's many. Now, to be clear, I'm not saying to men that you shouldn't date single mothers or perhaps get into relationships with them, but men need to be aware of those red flags and decide if it's worth the risk before they make that decision to date or get into a relationship with a single mother. Men need to understand that most of the time, she's not looking for a partner or love. She's looking for a replacement daddy, someone to replace the actual father of her children who she tossed aside because, well, he didn't do enough or she thought she could do better. It might be because she's been divorced or separated for a while and has now decided she needs a father figure in her children's lives, or it might be for financial reasons, because if she signs you up, not only does she get the child support from the actual father, she gets you to support her children and her as well. Something that men need to understand and know, because over 70% of second marriages to single mothers end up in divorce. Why? Primarily because the replacement daddy didn't quite live up to her expectations, or he didn't parent her children the way she decided he should parent them. Which leads to the third red flag men need to be aware of, which is that you will never, and I do mean never, be a priority to her. Her kids will always come first. Your wants, your needs, your desires won't matter in the least, especially if they conflict in any way with what her kids want or need or what she thinks they deserve. You will always be an afterthought, someone who will only get the scraps of her love, affection, and attention. Oh, the single mothers will never admit that's the case, and they'll go out of their way to make it seem otherwise, at least at first. But in the long run, it's almost a guarantee you'll be far down her list of priorities, if you're even on the list at all. And oh, by the way, that'll still apply even after the kids are grown and long gone from the house. And speaking of the kids, remember this: no matter how much time, attention, caring, and love you give to those children, if she decides to get rid of you, you're SOL. You'll likely never see or hear from those kids again. Men need to fully understand they have absolutely no rights as a step-parent. And that applies no matter how involved they were. Most likely in the end, you'll be nothing more than a fading memory. And nothing you ever did will be appreciated. Not by her, and often the children. Those are the realities and red flags that men need to know about. Again, I'm not saying men shouldn't date single mothers, but they should only do so with their eyes wide open. They need to fully realize those red flags exist and apply to every situation. And stop making excuses that she won't be like that. Because as I said, more than 2/3 of the time, she will be. Men need to understand that and assess the risk before they decide to date or get into a relationship with any single mother.
Okay, so that went kind of
You
hard.
sound
but,
angry.
hey, well, he told the truth. He told the truth. So I think a lot of men that's on the verge of dating someone that is already a single, I mean, she's single already with kids already. You need to think twice, 3 times, 4 times what you get ready to get into, and don't end up being the next baby daddy, and then find out you can't get along, and you all these red flags that he just mentioned. Now you done got her pregnant, and now all these red flags are coming up, and they just say, oh, I don't want to stay. I don't want to make a further commitment. Now you just gave her another baby. Now you just joined the list of baby daddies. Yeah, go ahead. What's your thought on that?
So my question is, how long did he take time to get to know this lady with her kids? before he
But
figured out that basically he couldn't live with her and he didn't want to have any children with her. But
but that's not what he was saying. He was pointing out the different things, um, the different things that's the reality of a stepdaddy. You know that I believe our relationship is very different than a whole lot of others. But you know, we just recently, a lot of people who don't know, we just recently had a adoption, a spiritual adoption ceremony at church. So my quote unquote step kids are all grown and gone, long grown and gone. But some of the stuff that he was saying was still on my mind. Like at one point he was saying that the step dad has no rights to the kids and grandkids and great any of that. He has nothing tying him to that. So if the woman, the wife, decides that she wants to cut ties with him, there's nothing that he can do to keep the ties. If he establishes a good relationship with the kids, if he, let's say he met her when the kids was extremely young and he raised them as his own, and years later she decides, I'm moving on, I'm going to get with somebody else, she can say, you can't see these kids anymore. And what rights does he have?
well, that would be up to the children whether they decided if they wanted to continue the relationship with you.
But they got
And I feel like in our situation, if it ever came to that, they would still continue their relationship with me.
but still, and they got to turn 18.
Well, okay, you're talking about the younger, but I'm just speaking of us right now. If something was to happen, they would
Yeah.
still continue their relationship with you.
What else? I'm talking about some other situations. Well, we did, you and I, when we had broke up, we wasn't together, but I had an attachment to the kids. And I can remember a time where I asked you, to see the kids. And like, this is a long time ago. And he was like, yeah, you can see them. But it took 2 weeks before I was able to see him. And so
But you saw them, right?
yeah, but I mean, when I wanted to see him, because I remember I brought my
But you saw them.
I brought my nephews down for the week, and I wanted the boys to come spend the week with the other nephews during that week. And I didn't get to see them. They didn't get to see each other until they went back to North Carolina. And then when you felt like you could see them, then I was able to see them. Like, they gone now.
But you
And,
saw 'em.
but that still taught me what he was saying. I had nothing, no grounds to say you got to let me see the kids. And I believe that's what he's saying. It's a lot of men in those situations where they will have nothing. Let's say 10 years. Or I raised your child for 15 years, and that's my child. And all of a sudden, she cut ties, and he has nothing at all to establish his rights to those kids, because they're not his kids, and that's, I believe, what the law is going to say. So she can just snatch it away just like that. So that's all he's saying is men need to bear in mind, remember that could happen. So you understand that part, or you can relate?
I'm listening to you.
You've
You've
Just saying,
already
no.
you gave an example of what took place. Okay.
No, I'm just basically, I was just the feedback on other men. Like this, the video was for men.
I can't speak for other men. I'm one of the woman with the children.
Okay. So, okay, another one. One of the things he was saying, that I didn't write down all the points. Like as I saw, he was like, sometimes the women, they just want a replacement dad. They don't care or anything about the new guy, they just like, oh, I just want a replacement dad. And that's another red flag where he was telling the men to be cautious of someone just telling them everything that he wants to hear, and then find out that he was just someone to come fill a spot until she actually went and found the person that she really wanted to be with. And then when that happened, okay.
Oh, well, that don't even apply to me. So
I'm just saying.
no, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
We're
I
talking
can't
about.
speak on a woman wanting, well, unless she just wanted somebody to basically help her out.
Right. That's it. A lot of them are. They are saying
replacement. I guess that is a replacement dad. I mean,
that's exactly what it was. A video up there. A lady said, "I need a man," and she said, "I called my dad, and he knew." It's kind of funny but sad at the same time. But she was saying that she was single mom, was having trouble with bills, so she called her dad, and her dad was huffing and puffing. And she said he basically made her beg for the money because he told me he had to pay his bills and all of that. So her video was I need a man. I need a man to help me with my bills. I need a man to help me with my kids. I need a man for this thing and that thing. So it really wasn't like she didn't have a man, so she didn't have feelings for anybody. But I guess like the first man to come along that's got any money, she'd probably take him and make him believe that she wanted to be with him. And so he'd come along and help pay her bills, help her take care of stuff. And then if she like him, she do. She don't. She just keep him long enough to find somebody that she does like. So again, men would be in those situations getting attached to the kids, especially if they got married. They would get attached to the kids, and there's nothing that they can do to stay connected to the kids. Now, one more. Don't be. Basically, we're saying that the men would never be the priority. So I've seen both sides on that, where I believe some women, they would they would marry someone, and they do make the husband make the marriage a priority for them to stay together to take care of the kids.
If he's her husband, okay, well, yeah, okay. Because I was gonna say, if he's her husband, he comes support the children anyway.
But I mean, other people don't. You remember that video we had a couple of weeks ago, where the stepdad was like, the son was grown and it was time for him to move out, and the mama chose to her son's side, and like the husband could go before her son could go. So there's a lot of those, like, that's my baby comes first. Anything my baby want, my baby get. You just on the back burner, and that causes problems, in the marriage, especially the parents really take care of the child to 18 or a couple of years thereafter, but you are to be married till you die.
Right.
So you should be, that marriage is going to last longer than your kids living with you. But it is some situation where the mother has been taking care of her kids for a couple of years or so, and she meet a man, and then the man comes along, and her kids are everything. So a lot of times he mentioned discipline, where already you can see problems with the husband and the wife with the difference in raising a child. Sometimes the wife don't agree with the husband's discipline. And now imagine a stepdad coming in, and she don't want him to discipline the kids at all.
But she want him to do all.
Yeah.
I mean, I can get that to a certain extent, but that's what they should have had an understanding in the beginning.
That's one of the biggest takeaways.
Yeah,
have this discussion, and it should be before feelings. I always say you should have these discussions and talk about everything before you talk about you fell in love. So now you put your feelings before logic at this point. So now you can't see the red flags many times after you talking about you so deep in love. All these major red flags is popping up and slapping you inside your head, and I'm in love, and everything's gonna fall in place when we get married. You know, I'm in love, this gonna solve. I'm in love, that's gonna work out. I'm in love, the kids are gonna fall in line. I'm in love, the baby daddies, we're gonna figure out a way to get along. So all these issues that you can see before you get married,
Mhm.
you decide like, nope, let's go ahead and get married. Everything will work out, and then a lot of times they don't work out. Or you know some stuff that you say I'm not. What is it? Something you might. This is a deal breaker. It's too late to have a deal breaker after you got married. You know, after you done said I do. Again, so now you done established a marriage. So you should be looking for the deal breakers before you get married, not after you get married. So would you have anything that you would say to a guy that would be considering dating someone with um I don't know
Well,
some
first of
kids?
all, y'all need to have a conversation about how y'all. First of all, how y'all gonna do this? Because sometimes the ages of these children make a great difference, especially women with female children.
That's
That's a big red flag.
I've especially I don't know if women they may know, but there's a lot of men, I'm talking about good men, that refuse to date a woman that has a daughter. They're considered a son, but a daughter, some of those, as soon as they see that you got a daughter, they're out the door. So I don't know if they, some men may not say that. Some men like, why did this guy leave so soon? And why can I haven't heard from him since? A lot of times it's because you have a daughter. Where the situation, if it's a good guy, he don't want himself to get caught up in a situation where there may be an issue with getting accused of doing something with the daughter, or a problem with the daughter's dad, or any anytime if this can be a family, that man is going to have to spend some time alone with this daughter. And if they don't have time to establish the trust and relationship, there's going to be issues. So a lot of men I'd rather keep on looking for a single woman that don't have any kids, especially no daughter, than to date a woman that's got a daughter. And then on the other flip side of it, let's say there's a dirty dog. I used to call him a dirty dog, where he is a predator that sees you and sees you have a daughter, and he'll pursue you because of your daughter. So you have those two scenarios. So what basically the good guys are a lot of times like, no, they're trying to slow it down, or they just get going altogether. So that it is a lot of guys, that's what's on the top of their mind. They are, I don't say if the word is afraid, they prefer not to date a woman that has a daughter. Especially they just got one child and that's a daughter. They are afraid of that situation. So a lot of men, they just flee from that. If you got a son and a daughter, possible, some sons, that's even better. But just a daughter, just you single, one, you just got one daughter. A lot of guys are saying they are not going to even touch that situation. But is that fair? I think the men are looking out for themselves. And I think women, you should also consider that as a way of men are trying to protect you and your daughter. So what's your take? Any of your friends ever had that discussion?
No. I can't recall any of my friends ever been in a situation like that.
Okay.
But a conversation definitely needs to be had. An understanding definitely needs to be. A conversation definitely needs to be had. And a conversation needs to be had with the children as well. Not just him. Because you have some kids that come across real disrespectful because they don't want mama with nobody but daddy, but mama and daddy don't even have a chance to get back together. So a conversation needs to be had all the way around the board.
Yeah, and I can remember Steve Harvey having that. He was talking about that, like he had kids, think his Marjorie had kids,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, he would have, if I'm saying it right, correct me if I'm wrong, forgive me if I'm wrong. I know he was saying he valued the opinion of what the kids had to say, but they had no say in the relationship part. They had no say of them were they going to get married or not.
Absolutely.
They had no say in that, but he did let them talk. But outside of that, it's like y'all got nothing to do with this part. So we're going to figure this out. They basically went to them. This is what's going to happen. She and I are going to get married. Y'all going to be brothers and I forget. No, he has some daughters. Y'all going to be.
He has girls and
Yeah. So he said, told them they're going to be a blended family. He said, I think if I'm not mistaken, he said it started off kind of rough at the beginning, but now they get along now. But at the beginning, you probably going to be, of course, there's new people. That's a stranger. It's a stranger, and y'all going to be living together. And again, now here comes a mother, a stepmom that wasn't your mom, or stepdad, and like here this dude, I get to see him every day, and I don't get to see my dad. So that's a new tough situation all around. But yeah, the whole family sit down and discuss it, and I believe the husband and the wife should come up with a plan even before they get married. I believe that. I think that discussion should be said, but still, the children shouldn't have that power to say, we don't agree with it, so y'all shouldn't get married. No, I don't think they have that power. But if they want to show their butt, they can show their butt before they get married, and then they can make it like the wife can see how his children are.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if they like teenagers or something, and they're going to be a major problem when they come together. She should take a look at that, and like if male or female, teenager boy or girl, giving a dad a whole lot of problems, and they're gonna be with him a lot.
Stick around.
And then vice versa. The man could take a look at what kind of kids she got and how they're acting. Like, still depend on the age. I believe if you're gonna do it, I believe you do it while they're young, not too young, because I'm looking at it like if the person's still pregnant or just had the baby, don't even talk. What? That's still fresh. I'm talking about you just broke up.
Young babies.
No, you that dude. There's a possibility he still want to get back with you. And I don't know. I don't really have a magic number, but I would guess maybe 3. Y'all been away from each other and nothing romantic, nothing with each other for at least 3 years. Okay, maybe there's nothing there. But a young baby and that man, I'm talking about like a man trying to date a woman with a young child. I still feel like there may be still some attachment between that, the baby daddy, and especially, and that baby could be a way to get back.
Right.
So I think a young baby, that I don't think that's wise at all, to go into a new relationship. Especially I seen them getting into another relationship while they're still pregnant. What? That don't make sense. I mean, I just look at the men like, you stupid. How you gonna date a woman that's pregnant with somebody else's baby, and no, and you don't know what's gonna happen when the baby is born, how he's gonna act and all that kind of stuff. No, that's ludicrous.
Yeah, sometimes it could be a dangerous situation.
So she don't have herself together. She don't have herself together if she's pregnant or a year old, a newborn. Yeah, someone, they just had a baby already going, trying to find them another man. Like, okay, yeah, I got a child. How old? I got a 6-month-old. I mean, you got a 6-month-old man out there. He got a new baby too, and he wants to probably want to see that baby. Or if she don't, that's another red flag. If she tells me she don't know who the baby daddy is, you need to run. You need to run from that situation too. But okay, I want to go ahead. If you're ready, go to the next video. I'm sorry. I'm a tie. So that's like the baby daddy. So which way we gonna go next? It kind of ties into it. So this one, I saw this video where, yeah, it does tie. It ties right into it. The lady was saying, I don't have to explain it to you. I'm gonna play it, and then we'll see. Here we go.
Why are you single? Or why
Damn,
are
you 35 with no kids?
with no kids? That's a red flag
That's
for
a red
me.
flag. Sorry.
I'm not
35,
gonna
no
lie.
kids, red flag. If you was with somebody for 5 years, you have no kids. Like,
I'm inclined to agree because why are you single? Why don't you have any kids at 35? Like, super red flag. I sure wouldn't want that. And all the guys that's like in their 30s with no kids, don't come in the comments. Don't come in the comments trying to explain to me why you're not a red flag. Yeah, because definite red flags. Because how are you already, like, you're 30. So you're telling me not one girl you got pregnant? That just let me know that, you know, something not right about you. And matter of fact, y'all probably need to message me. I don't care about no hate comments. For real, like, I take the hate. Y'all red flags for sure. Who? Because...
No, you have the problem because what happened to being responsible? And the way the women running rampant nowadays, I understand why there's a lot of men that don't have children over the age of 30. And they got a lot of the women already got the babies for them. So, I mean, yeah, that's ignorant what she's talking about. I don't agree with that. You agree with that?
No, that's
I don't agree with
what
that.
I get from that is dysfunction is the norm.
Absolutely.
So they expect you to have babies everywhere. Or they want you to have the baby. Oh, something wrong with you because you don't have a baby mama, you don't have different kids. So you're saying in one breath, because she didn't say it, but I know a lot of women like they want a good man and just for them.
Mm-hmm.
And so that sounds like these men that's in their 30s and above, they didn't run around and having kids all over the place.
Responsible.
They know, they're being responsible. And I believe the decent ones, they're getting themselves together, you know, especially if they had a career that they was trying to build.
Absolutely.
They took the time to going to get education, going to build that business. So they didn't have the distraction of a baby and a baby mama drama. They was able to do all this stuff. And then when they got the stuff ready for their wife,
They can provide for their family.
they could provide, and they ain't got the baby mama drama.
That's crazy.
Why do you want the baby mama drama? Why you red flagging the guy? So now they turning me into you 30. And actually, I was in that situation. But
Oh, when people used to ask you why you don't have no kids, and
no, my situation, I was married. I had a child. Little Joe passed away. So my only child died. So now at 35, 40, I was single with no kids. I didn't have baby mamas all over the place. So I fall in that same category. So women would turn me down because they got red flags. I guess she didn't say it, but that's one of them probably be, he must be gay.
that's what a lot of the women think anyway.
So you got to have kids, and I guess other men, they having all sorts of babies to try to prove that they're not gay. And that still don't prove that either.
Yeah, because the ones that's gay, they still have. Can we say that word?
I don't know.
The ones that's GAY, I don't think GAY, they still messing with both
Okay. But
and have children. So you just nowadays you just really don't know what you're getting.
and I saw at the very beginning, I did, a lot of the videos connected with videos and videos, everybody's sharing their other videos. But some at the very beginning, some of the women were saying it, and I think a little bit would be if they got let's take the women that's got several kids, they got a couple of baby daddies, they got kids, and it would make them feel better, and they probably would think that like they have a better chance getting with him when they say, okay, I got 2 kids, and you got 1 kid, okay, so cool. So now he come along, oh, I don't have any kids, and you got 2 or 3, 4. Now the numbers, what you telling the lady got about 7?
6 and 1 on the way.
Yeah, about to have 7, and
I was like, what?
I don't. But yeah, so now the red flag is the ones that's waiting to do it right. That's the red flag.
Absolutely. Doing it right is the wrong way.
Yeah, that's. Oh man, I'm just telling you, right is wrong, wrong is right. I think that's what the Bible said was going to happen. It's flipped. Like again, it's not with everybody. I know it's still my version of good women and quality women out there would be ecstatic to meet a young man that's in his 30s, pretty much any age, that doesn't have a bunch of kids all these different places. Because women, you got to understand, especially if you get married, when y'all two marry each other, you marry their responsibilities. So what I mean, if you, yeah, the package deal. But I'm not only is let's say a guy that's but I'm gonna go from the woman's point of view. You marry that dude. And he got let's say, okay, I'll just say something about the woman with the 7 kids. Let's say you get with a guy that's got 7 kids. Y'all get married. You know that portion of his paycheck going to those 7 kids. That's coming out of your family's family budget. So you can't be like, you can't get he can't pay that child support. You married into that child support.
Absolutely.
So if he got an influx of money, you benefit, and if he got a reduction in his money, you dealing with that also. So I don't see a reason why somebody would be looking for a man that's got kids where already y'all get together, a portion of the household money got to go to their child support, or he got the risk of getting locked up. And I've heard, I don't know if this is true, does the wife have to pay that child support for the husband? Have you heard that?
I've heard it several times. How true it is, I don't know.
Yeah. So, but I think so. That is like when you get married, that child support is a marital, a bill for that marriage. Because it makes when you get married, both your paycheck goes together. It's supposed to be for the whole entire household, and then here's child support is taken away from that money that goes towards the house, and vice versa. I guess if you marry somebody that's getting child support, I guess that money comes into the house to help, supposed to benefit the child, not just the one person. Right. But yeah. So I think a lot of people they don't think that far or consider that. So yes, whatever happens, the entire marriage, whatever the husband is dealing with, whatever baggage that's coming along with him, whatever trouble, whatever house arrest and probation, any of that stuff, that becomes the marriage, that becomes a family problem. And same thing with her, whatever she's bringing along, when he marries her issues become his issues. the baby daddy, if she got baby daddy drama, they get married, you got to deal with that baby daddy drama until they figure out a way to solve the situation. So it ain't, you got to deal. Husband, we married now, you go deal with that. No, y'all married. So y'all got to deal with it as a couple and not as two single people.
Yep.
Y'all got to come together. So like, you marry that dude that's already got the baby, you got to figure out a way to get along with that baby mama. Yeah, if you got problems with the baby mama, there you go.
That's a red flag. Check the comments. This one is quiet. Okay.
Hello, watching from the Philippines. Thank you.
Ashley says the mother definitely has to respect him in order for the kids to respect him. That's with the relationship. And as she said, intentions matter when it comes to being in a relationship with someone. We can save ourselves and others the heartache and confusion.
Okay, I'll post it. I don't see her. I don't see her post.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you for watching from the Philippines. I went to the Philippines back in 2007, and guess what? You can watch Purpose Inspired TV in the Philippines. We have an app on Roku and Fire TV. All you have to do is go up to Roku and download the app. And actually, I got some friends over in the Philippines, and I'm trying to get some content from the Philippines to air on our channel like overnight. So while we're sleeping here, there'll be content playing that you can watch over in the Philippines. So thank you for watching from the Philippines. All right, I'm gonna get into our next video. Why don't I see their comments? Okay, I guess this leads to the next one. I titled this one, Can't Be Friends.
There's this delusion that men and women can be friends. It's not true. Men and women have a subconscious, silent exchange between each other. And for men, it's for your energy. Don't think that that isn't valuable. For the status they get, especially if you're pretty. And of course, your hot friends. And for women, what do they get? They get all of your attention, which is women's currency. They get all of the security that you provide for them, especially if there's other men that they don't want around. And of course, your hot friends. The whole point is, can we just call it what it is? Men and women cannot be friends with each other because we've never been friends and we never will be. We are two parts of the universe that collectively come together to create life. Don't disrespect that by calling it friends. And if you're a guy that's okay with her having friends, maybe question the value of the person that you're with and the emotions that you really feel when they do that, opposed to lying to yourself because you'd much rather be seen as a nice guy opposed to an honest man. When really all you wanted was one woman to yourself and all she wanted was one man to herself. Is that too much to ask?
You got that? So that's outside. So
yeah,
I guess one way to understand that is with I'm talking about has been a couple. So you are a couple, and then I thought I had the video. It's a video about can a man and a woman be in a relationship and you still have an opposite sex person as a friend. And 99% of the women said, yes, I can have a male friend and he just remains a friend. Because every single time they asked the woman, she said, yes. Then they went and asked the men, and 100% of the time, the men said no, because they are not just trying to be friends. So let's say a woman, she's single, dating different people, and she still got this male friend on the side. She think he's just a friend, but the dude, in the back of his mind, one day my opportunities are going to rise. Let's say that lady go ahead and get married. Still got her friend that she done been friends with over the years, and she open up, go talk to him, tell him everything. Same thing. If he's not gay, he's waiting for an open opportunity. So that's why men say, no, we can't be friends. Women think, okay, he's just a friend and no harm. He's not going to cause any harm. He don't have anything to do with me. We just friends. I just look at him as a brother. Yeah, he'll say that. But deep down, most, I would say 99, almost 100% of the time, the men, yeah, we saying we friends, but, and I'm not talking about just, I want to slow it down. I'm talking about these like women, somebody that's my best friend, or this, he's been my friend since elementary school, all that kind of stuff. That's what I'm talking about, not just like a random somebody on the job or somebody at church. I'm
But
not
it
talking
could
about
be
that.
a random somebody on the job, because a lot of times it's at the job where they're saying that the person is their friend.
Right, but I'm talking about these ones that they've been tagging along for years, and just saying they're friends. So far as like I said, for these ones, um, but then let's talk about. I'm gonna get your feedback on that of someone that has a friend, um, like yeah, a woman saying that she's got one of her best friends
As a man.
is a man. He's not gay, but that's her best friend, and she's gonna tell him everything. And when they get married, she still want him to be her friend.
The way I feel about a situation like that is he's not GAY, and I'm pretty sure he's paid attention to her. And if the opportunity came about, he would probably take the opportunity with her.
Hmm.
So to eliminate anything like that, it's hard to say let a friendship like that go, especially if they've been friends for a long time. But that's kind of hard. I mean, I could see if he was friends with you and I, you know what I'm saying?
That would be my only
They would have to
suggestion for
be
anything
friends,
for
both
anybody.
of our friends.
They would have to be friends with both. But if he probably still
If the opportunity came about, he would take
he
it.
was he was still if it's still any kind of crack and opening. But yeah, my only suggestion, my number one suggestion is cut it off. I know it would be hard to let that friendship go, but you at this point, especially I'm talking about a married couple. If you're married, are you going to want to put a risk and cause problems in your marriage of trying to hold on to a friend? If that's the case, you should have married that friend. But if you chose to move forward and make this new person should be your best friend, you have to let that other person go. And if you're so adamant about never letting that person go, that should be some red flags.
But that kind of goes back to something that I always say about never trusting women. And I know these women may be your friend and this and that, but I'm a female and I've seen and know people that have done things. I'm always have one eye open. And I'll say to you, if something doesn't look right to me, I'll say it to you like I before, and you may not see what I see, but I'm gonna tell you, and you may be like, well, she says it. Let me tell you something. Women are very sneaky, and I'm gonna always say that there's nothing that you can say to me that make me change my mind. I have seen women manipulate their friends to get what the other friend has because they thought the grass is greener on the other side. So there's always a fine line with that friend thing. You know, just like none of my friends, they're not gonna come here and I'm not here. Like come in the house and nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Although we're talking about
that's another scenario,
but
another situation.
Sometimes you have same sex issues with friends. You know, I guess nowadays it's just yeah. But I was waiting to hear how you would respond to that. Because I understand in what we do, you have to deal with more female people. You have to deal with more females than I have to deal with males.
Yeah, but well, like I said, the friends thing. Um, I have, like I said, you seen a couple of mine. I don't have a whole lot of friends altogether, but the few friends or female friends from high school, you know 'em. You didn't spend time with them, so I don't have like no. I've been friends with this
Yeah,
person.
but if the opportunity arises.
I'm just saying, I don't have that a friend or a female friendship that I've been holding on to for years. We've been friends for 25, 30 years, and she's always been my friend. She's always going to be my friend. I don't have that. But I would say a lot of times it's mostly the women that's saying that they got a male friend that they've been holding on to for many years. And, you know, every all day, different situations, vacations or special occasions and all that kind of stuff. There he is. He's at these different things. He might even come to the engagement, different things like that, as that male friend. So a lot of men don't have, probably some do. They have that, but it's very minimal. But there's a lot of women that do have that male friend that she had for years. And what the men are saying is more than just that friendship. It's a reason why he's tagging along that long. There's a reason why he probably made a move.
I was about to say that.
And it didn't work. Okay, since that move didn't work, let me back. Okay, let me fall into the friend zone.
Could have already crossed that line. Yep.
So I'll stay in the friend zone and wait again. So now, as they done spend all these years being friends, and if he really want her, it's gonna be a lot of years, or he's gonna stay single, or sometimes they go off in relationships and end it and come back back again. But some of them, they're holding on, and while they're holding on, they're learning. If you the best friend, he's safe. I got no problems. I'm gonna open up to him. I'm gonna tell him everything. I'm gonna tell him all the things about these relationships. I'm gonna tell him everything that went wrong. I'm gonna tell you everything that he did wrong. So now he's writing out. He ain't writing it down, but he's not okay. Don't do this. Do this. Don't do this. Do this. Don't do this. Okay, now he got all the secrets, and now now she probably married or in a long-term relationship and it break up, and she's all sad and crying. Whose shoulder she gonna go lay on? Going to his shoulder to lay on, and he know what to say. He know all the secret spots and everything. So next thing you know, they could be together, or she can be as a mistake. How that happened? He waited it out. But yeah, some people it's like that. So that's why I was like, I don't think it's why, especially like I said, when you get married and it's where the fiance find out, hey, that's my best friend. We've been friends. A lot of them guys, they want to hear it. Mm-hmm. They know, like, no, if he not the GAY, even he still could be the GAY, and he still want to. It don't matter. He's a man, and we don't care what's going on. And we mostly know what we thinking, and look for any opportunity. So I don't think it's a good idea. I know our time. Okay, I want to do. Let's see. I'm sorry. We did that one. Oh, well, let's end it with some. Here's the picture.
Can I have some? C'est ce que maman elle a droit. Oh, thank you. Oh.
Hey, no, you can't do that.
Can mommy have a lick? No, don't be
Do you want to do?
Oh, wait, yeah, there she was. Back.
You disgusted.
So kids has to be taught to share. It's not natural. Naturally, when people's like, God knows my heart. Yeah, we got corrupt hearts. We have to be taught to do right. It's not built in. Just watching those videos right there, it shows they're stingy, it's selfish, and have to be taught to do right. So I recommend teach your kids how to do right, how to share, how to love, how to treat other people, all of that. So when you see people acting a certain way, you got to look back, see how they were taught. That's something I blame a lot on the parents, what they were taught or things that they were not taught. So, okay, we thank y'all for joining us again.
Thank you.
Until next time, if you got any other questions and comments about relationships and stuff that you would like for us to discuss, get with it. You got some videos, inbox me with those videos. Okay, until next time, y'all,
good night.
Be blessed.
Attention content creators! Are you tired of struggling to get your work noticed, or are you ready to expand? Look no further than Purpose Inspired TV. We offer a unique opportunity to reach a wider audience by being available on Roku, Fire Stick, Android TV, and more. But it's not just about exposure. Purpose Inspired TV is dedicated to uplifting, inspiring, entertaining, and educating viewers with positive content. Whether you're a motivational speaker, a musician, an actor, or a comedian, we want to help you share your message with the world. So why limit yourself to social media platforms when you can now be on TV? With Purpose Inspired TV, you can take your creativity to the next level and make an even bigger impact on your audience. Join Purpose Inspired TV and start sharing your content on TV today.